On this week's episode, Michael jumps out of a car,
We need eyes on that roof, Michael.
stands on a vent, and edges a building. This is Mission 12, Casing the Jewel Store.
The hell is this place?
Garment factory. I needed a job that didn't require me to do anything apart from paying taxes.
We begin the mission inside the garment factory, where Lester plans to hit the Union Depository.
The Holy Grail. The Union Depository.
But Michael states his desire to just make enough money to pay Martin Madrazo.
I just owe some Mexican hood a couple $1,000,000 I wrecked his girlfriend's house. I don't need to go crazy here.
Lester gives Michael the options,
Let's see, either we hit a bank in the sticks or we do a store. Which do you like?
and Michael decides.
Well, store's usually easier.
After a little fan service,
There was an Eastern European guy making moves in Liberty City. He went quiet.
the two exit the factory and the first press of the mission is upon us.
Well, we're gonna need a crew. You got any contacts in LS or not?
Triangle to enter Michael's car. Followed by a press of R2 to accelerate.
The Jewelers is on Little Portola.
Like always, now that R2 has been pressed, it cannot be released until we return to the garment factory later in the mission. We pass through the ever-helpful Strawberry Avenue and enter the Rockford Hills where the jewel store awaits. Upon arrival at the yellow marker, the car stops and Michael exits the vehicle automatically without any input.
Okay, let's get this done.
Our objective now is to go to the jewelers, which is just a short walk around the corner.
Okay, we need shots of the security features, the alarm system, ventilation, cameras.
Entering Vangelico's, we're told to use the glasses to take pictures.
Sir, thank you.
I did quickly test just walking out the store to see if this could all be avoided,
The alarm keypad is on the left when you come in, on the wall by the side door.
True. I'll see you
We're not finished. Get back in there.
which it cannot, unsurprisingly. So, back into the store we go, and with a press of right D-pad, we enter the glasses hidden camera.
Glasses are live. Shoot away.
Next, we are required to take a photo of the security camera, ventilation system, and alarm keypad, which is done here with 2 presses of X. A few days later, while writing the script for this section, I decided to redo the store scene to see if it was possible to capture all 3 in a single photo, which it is, saving 1 press of X. And with another press of right D-pad, we exit the hidden camera.
Good work. Now speak to the assistant and see if there's anything else we need to know.
Hey, beautiful.
After a brief chat with the assistant,
So these things built to last, or am I just paying for the Vangelico logo here?
we exit the store.
You got it.
Come back to me.
Have a wonderful day. So, we good?
Almost. I need to get eyes on the roof of the building. See where the ventilation comes out.
And head back to the car, where Triangle is used once again to enter the vehicle. As R2 is still being held down front back at the garment factory, we save a press. Rounding the corner, the car stops automatically for a brief second, but this time Michael doesn't exit without a press.
Some construction.
Yeah, if they're gutting the place, I might be able to get to the roof.
This job is only half done. Get some images of the roof, please.
12 missions in, and this is the first time we are required to exit the vehicle manually. So, we have 2 options, a press of triangle or ejection through the windscreen. Of course, ejection through the windscreen was plan A. The problem with plan A, however, is this. The mission fail boundary keeps us within the block Vangelico's is located on.
You're here, and you're meant to be 50 feet above us.
Which doesn't afford us enough road to reach the speed necessary to eject from the vehicle.
I need to see everything. Get up on the roof.
What is this bullshit?
Before my jeans do.
So, plan B it is. With a press of triangle, we exit the car.
We need eyes on that roof, Michael.
From here, we make our way up some ladders and onto the roof where the real fun begins.
Maybe just a car crash, right? Anonymous charred remains on the highway. They only knew what a sick puppy they had on their hands.
This section requires a lot of climbing, with 7 presses of square needed to reach the top of the vent, followed by a press of right D-pad to enter the hidden camera, a press of X to take the photo, and yet another press of right D-pad to exit the camera, followed by 4 additional presses of square to return to the ladder, giving us a total of 14 presses to complete the rooftop sequence. But that's playing normally, and normal isn't what we do here. The first climb, however, is unavoidable, as these vents that Michael can hop onto without a press are just too far from the rooftop edge for us to make it across. So, this press of square survives. The next press, however, is not so lucky, as the vent here is slightly closer to the edge and Michael is able to hop across. Carefully walking across the edge of the building, we first eliminate this climb, and shortly after, we can also eliminate this climb. Dropping down from the edge, we then climb the ladder. Once we reach the top, we will now remain on the edge once more. And carefully make our way around to the other side, removing this press of square. From here, we have 2 options. Remain on the edge and jump across onto the first vent, or drop down and simply climb onto it. The second is easier, so that's what we'll do. I did also test if we could jump onto the second vent, which we can't. So, following the first climb, 2 more are required to reach the top.
Right, you're well placed to take the photo of the system now.
The 2 presses of right D-pad to enter and exit the glasses, along with the press of X to take the photo, remain as they are unskippable for the mission to progress.
Okay, that'll do. Now come back to me before someone spots you up there.
Will do.
Now we need to return back to the car, which usually requires 4 presses, but we can do it in just 1. If we come to the edge that overlooks the Vangelico's entrance, using a press of square to climb onto the ledge, we can then aim for this plant pot attached to the balcony below.
If you take any longer, you're risking blowing this whole thing.
Hi, I was just thinking about you.
Hitting it will slow our descent, allowing us to fall from the rooftop to the ground without dying, eliminating 3 more presses and reducing the rooftop sequence from 14 presses to just 8.
I'm in the business of making truth, but truth costs money.
From here, once we return to the car, a 4th and final press of triangle is needed to enter.
Here, take your glasses back.
Still holding down R2, the car accelerates and we journey back to the garment factory.
That's an okay score.
Upon arrival, a cutscene triggers.
Nice to see the methods haven't changed.
Well, gotta figure out what we're doing somehow.
And Lester goes over the plan for the heist.
So how do you want to do this? Run into the front door or try to play it smart?
All the navigating in this menu is possible with the left stick, which of course doesn't count as a press. The first press is to select the approach.
Ah, you've grown wise and cautious in your old age.
Selecting either one at this point in time ends the mission with the same number of presses. From here, we select our 3 crew members.
Eddie Toe. Now you can count on him to get you out of a spot. Guns. Gus Moda. He's a pro. Not much else to say. Hacker. Back office, but this is the person who will determine how long you get inside. Harris. Good. Feminine touch. She'll be able to find any back doors they got. That look good to you? Are you sure?
Followed by 1 final press of X to confirm our selection.
Great. I'll do some research on the pest control van and the knockout gas, and I'll be in touch.
The no skips run ends with 21 presses.
I'll call you when everything's ready. You'll need to pitch it to the guys.
Whoa, what? My rep don't count for nothing no more?
You're a dead man, Michael. The Eastern European guy making moves in Liberty City, but he went quiet.
Once the intro cutscene has ended, we can begin the first scene skip. Walking away from the car and abandoning Lester will give us our first mission fail. But interestingly, this skips us to inside the car, giving us our second sub-scene skip of the series. From here, to fail the mission, we use a press of R2 to accelerate,
Your FIB buddies, they know you're back in business?
and proceed to go out with a bang. As we are in a scene with a sub-scene skip, we only need to fail the mission once more to progress. With a press of square and a press of X, we skip to the Rockford Hills marker where Michael exited the car automatically in the no skips run.
Suddenly you don't need a score anymore?
Here, however, this doesn't happen. To fail the mission here, a trip to the beach is needed. Repeating this 2 more times. We skip to after Michael has scoped out the inside of the jewel store.
Drive around the block and look for a way up to the roof.
Once again, with a quick trip into the Pacific Ocean, we fail the mission 3 more times. Skipping us to before the rooftop sequence.
See if you can get up to the roof. We need a shot of the setup up there.
To fail the mission here, we simply drive forward. After repeating this 2 more times,
Get some images of the roof.
we skip to after the rooftop sequence and are now tasked to return to the garment factory.
Let's go back to the garment factory. I called ahead and told him to start setting up the information.
For the final skip of the mission, we once again take a trip to the beach.
He's a good kid, Lester.
2 more times. Followed by a press of square and a press of X. We skip to inside the garment factory where we finalise the heist plan.
Nice to see the methods haven't changed.
This time we choose the loud approach, just to see if it requires less presses for this mission. We will of course be returning to this in a few episodes once the heist is completed.
Yeah, the methods don't change.
Right, not for a pro.
X to confirm approach,
Still a hothead? Well, some things never change.
followed by 3 presses of X to select our crew,
Eddie Toe, Gus Moda, Harris.
and 1 final press of X to confirm the plan.
Okay, I'll look into how you can find a TAC team and get their weapons, and I'll be in touch.
The all skips run is completed in 26 presses.
What? My rep don't count for nothing no more?
For the combined run, we'll take a look at all the scene skips start and end points and see what buttons they void during the no skips run. Each scene skip requires 4 presses, 2 X presses to retry, 1 square to skip, and finally 1 X to confirm. So, for a scene skip to be viable, it would have to eliminate more than 4 presses from the no skips run. The first scene skip takes us from the intro cutscene to before we enter Vangelico's. This scene does contain a sub-scene skip, but it only skips 1 press, triangle to enter the car. Once in the car and R2 is pressed in both runs, the all skips eliminates 0 presses from the no skips run. The second scene skip takes us from inside the car before going into the store to inside the car after going into the store, skipping 4 presses. Right D-pad to enter the hidden camera, X to photo the security camera, ventilation system and alarm keypad, right D-pad to exit the hidden camera, and triangle to enter the car. Both approaches require the same number of presses here, so either way is viable. Scene skip 3 takes us from inside the car after scoping out the jewel store to around the corner before the roof sequence. Skipping 0 presses. Scene skip 4 takes us from before the rooftop sequence to after the rooftop sequence. Skipping 10 presses. Triangle to exit the car, square to climb the first wall, followed by 3 presses of square to climb onto the vent, right D-pad to enter the hidden camera, X to photo the vent, right D-pad to exit the camera, square to climb onto the ledge of the building, and triangle to enter back into the car, rendering our rooftop efforts of avoiding presses in the no skips run completely useless. The 5th and final skip takes us from after the rooftop sequence to back inside the garment factory, skipping 0 presses from the no skips run. The final part of the mission is the same in both runs. X to select the approach, followed by 3 presses of X to select our crew, and 1 final press of X to confirm. So, let's take a look at the combined run. From the intro cutscene, either method of failing or entering the car is viable. We'll of course always choose the fastest, which here is a press of triangle to enter the car. We're then going to drive to the Rockford Hills and enter the yellow marker. Again, both approaches here are viable, but we'll choose to enter the store, take the photo, and enter back into the car. If choosing the fail approach, once at the marker, Michael exits the car automatically. So the first fail will be on foot, abandoning Leicester. The 2 remaining fails will then be the ocean. From here, we will drive round the corner to the rooftop entrance and proceed to fail the mission 3 more times, skipping the entire roof scene. Then we'll drive back to the garment factory and select our approach and crew. The 12th mission, casing the jewel store, is completed in just 15 presses. The buttons we used are 2 presses of triangle, 1 press of R2, 2 presses of right D-pad, 9 presses of X, and 1 press of square. If you've enjoyed and want to see more, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.